So today I had a really nice car pull up on me. And then on the back, the bumper sticker on the end, it said River Oaks. I said, we high rolling here. Once again, this kind of sent me into a weird spin rail of train of thought. So all these kids that come into this gym are cheerleading kids. And you have this sport, right? Cheerleading. You have gymnastics, you have golf, you have tennis, which I can argue are probably more expensive sports. And then on the other end of that, which are least expensive, arguably, right? You have basketball, football, and soccer, right? A little bit cheaper. I mean, you can take the ball and throw it in the hoop, and you find a local basketball court. It's pretty easy for you to play basketball. Football, and a little bit more of an organization. And with 7-on-7 now, there are a lot more 7-on-7 things that go on. Now, with that being said, it doesn't, even though the sport can be more expensive, there are a lot of other factors that go into the fact of whether you are successful at the sport or not. With the sport like cheerleading, right? You have to take into account whether a kid wants to listen, whether they're coachable, whether they have athletic ability, of course. But it's very, very interesting, right? Because I've talked to other coaches that have coached that sport, and they said they've had kids that don't listen, or whatever. They've had kids that are extremely athletic, but have lack of attention to detail, or what have you. That they have kids that are less athletic and don't have the ability, but they listen extremely well, and they pay attention very, very well. So you take these things into account when you say, well, how successful is somebody going to be, right? Does the person with the best athletic ability always make it? No, not necessarily. With golf and tennis, right? Expensive. You have to go to those tournaments. You have to be all over the place. There's travel that's involved, and once again, with the travel, that's in the same thing with cheer. There's competitions and there's travel involved. Gets to be expensive. The thing about those, and this is the bottom line about it, and even though the coachability and the things like that get taken into account, right? You still have to want to go out and take 100 swings with the driver. You have to go out and want to take 100 putts. With tennis, you have to go out and want to take 100 serves, or want to go take 1,000 serves when nobody's looking at you, when no fucking body's looking at you. And there's a lot of fucking money in some of these. There's a lot of fucking money in some of these sports. There's a lot of fucking money. But you have to be willing to go shoot free throws. Go work on your game, basketball. You have to go work on condition. You have to become a student of the game, right? There's a lot of things that go into this, right? There's really a lot of things, and you on the lower tier of threshold is that do these kids, and what got me thinking about this, right? Do these kids just spend their hour or so at practice, or do they go spend another 30 minutes studying their routine, or going looking things up, or trying to better their equipment or knowledge? At that age, probably not. Probably not, 100% probably not. But you think about, as the levels increase, as you get to junior high, you get to high school, studying, trying to up your game, trying to get your conditioning better, whatever you can do to get yourself a little bit of edge over that next person that's across from you. Well, that's what you end up having to do, right? And there's no fucking secret to it. And it is a lot more. It becomes a lot more than the hour or hour and a half that you spend at practice, at school, even at your cheerleading spot. There becomes a lot more involved if you want to be good. Period. And you gotta want to do it when nobody's looking at you. You've gotta. That's the kicker. You've gotta want to do it when nobody's around looking at you. Now, let's take the professional level, right? And Tom Brady is really. Tom Brady is a perfect example. Was the backup quarterback. Had millions. Well, a lot of people don't know about Tom Brady. Is Tom Brady took less money from the roster more often than not. He took less money more times than not from the team, and he still was working and went and would take the receivers to go catch balls and get acquainted with them and things of that nature, so that he would have chemistry with his receivers and chemistry with his teammates, right? So that he could make a good team. And I say all this because even all the monies that the millions that LeBron has made playing basketball, for instance, that money is not what's keeping him. That money does not keep anybody in the league. I mean, you think about people at some point when you've been in the league, niggas want rings. Niggas want to insert themselves in the GOAT debate. Niggas want rings. Let's not get the game twisted. So the only way that puts you over the edge, that gets you over the hump, is things like, are you humble? Like I said, are you a student? Are you patient? Are you curious? Are you constantly learning, right? Are you constantly adjusting? Riches don't put no grit. It doesn't give you any grit. It doesn't make you any tougher. And it doesn't make you a better athlete. Even though if your parents can take you to this trainer and that trainer or whatever, that's not that's not what gets people over the hump. Because there's kids that come from nothing and make it. And that's because they love the game. And part of it is they just wanted it more. And they talk about it all the time. There's all these NBA players that just don't. And even in the NFL, there's some players in the NFL now that just don't care. That don't have the love for it that they should have. You and I wouldn't know, right? That's just what I hear people say. And I kind of believe. I mean, they got themselves a little bit of money. They got they're complacent, and complacency breeds mediocrity. So, lots of things to think about that I got from that little bit of even seeing that nice car pull up here today. Even if I did, and especially in this sport, rich niggas ain't world class throwers, bro. Like even like, okay, maybe sprinters, bro. The throwers get no love, bro. You do this shit because you love it, bro. That's what it boils down to. So anyway, that's my damn tangent for the day. Got some really, really good throws down the stretch. Having a hard time trying to understand how to get underneath the ball, and so that I can lift the ball. I don't know if there's some supplementary, some accessory exercises. I think that it's the way that I rotate, and when I choose to accelerate the ball, and at the time that I choose to accelerate the ball, I'm sometimes I think that I'm starting to get up under it, and I'm starting to put the ball where you're hanging on. I'm starting to put it up there too late into the sequence, and I think that is causing me to throw flat sometimes. I do like the consistency and a lot more relaxed than I have been in the past, and that's one of the big things that I've talked about. The bottom line is that your competition ain't today, motherfucker. Your competition ain't today. There's a time and a place for competition, but it's not every damn day. It's not every day. Hard lesson to learn, especially when you want to throw far. You want to throw far. And to keep your temperament and to focus on your technique and to execute correctly every time is it's easier said than done. And I even struggle. I struggle with it. Even myself, the throws didn't feel as effortlessly as they did yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what it was. There was a few of those throws that it was just straight cash money yesterday. No, it was just no effort. And I like I said yesterday, I said I could have died happy with a couple of those throws. Could have died fucking happy. But you win some, you lose some. The leg fatigue is definitely kicking in a little bit at this point in this week. Probably won't beat the legs down every day of the week like that. I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to recover, but I mean, I wanted to make myself announced, I guess this week, is that your legs, I'm in charge. I'm the person that runs this show, and my legs are going to be sore sometimes, and you're going to have to throw through it. That's just what it is. That's just part of what the fuck this is. So I wanted to kind of make myself, my body, my mind and my body get kind of used to that. So, and mission pretty much accomplished. So I'm still out here taking throws, not PRing by any means, but still out here taking throws and executing with good technique. So that's just about all I got, guys. You should already know what the deal is. Run on your toes, keep your mouth closed, lock your doors, and save your throws. And most importantly, live to fight another day. I'm going to get out of here.